this, man. That's 3 strikes, man. The hair is not white as snow. The skin is not bronze. His eyes are not a flame of fire. Right? It's 3 strikes on this devil, man. This is the devil. The devil means deceiver. Right? That's why I say Yahushua is a Negro. Right? This is a deceiver. Because that particular, this particular painting that I just showed you of this devil that everybody worships. This particular picture right here, this is what all our people believe in, man. You know, that's what they believe in, man. Latin tribes heavy too. Y'all heavy in it too. You know. And what that goes back to, Servants Christians, man. You know? And Cesare, we always say that goes back to Cesare Borgia in the time of the Renaissance, the 1400s. We say that's what it goes back to. Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome. You know? He was the king and he commissioned his son to be the savior. But it goes back further than that, man. It goes back to Serapis. You know? It goes back to basically the 6th century. You know? Somewhere around 500 to 700 AD. You go into Ptolemy, Soter, right? This is where it goes back to. Ptolemy, man. The ruler of Egypt, the king of Egypt. You know? He put his son up, Soter, aka it means savior, the first emperor, the pharaoh of Egypt. It came through military force, doing Alexander the Greek, you know. He wanted to be consecrated or lifted up as the Most High, man. So Israel was living in Egypt at the time. But the Lord said he would scatter us, man. We was living in Egypt also, you know. He took that title Pharaoh to himself. Because the Pharaoh is not it's a title, man, like Caesar, you know. And he put his son up, the savior. He put his son up as being the anointed Ptolemy Soter II, Philadelphus, man. You know? Paul spoke about it in 2 Corinthians, I think 11:3, I think. It goes back to Ptolemy Soter, man. Put himself as a pharaoh, the king, and his son, Philadelphus, man. Serapis, man. That's what it go back to. Serapis Christians. I think Paul spoke about it in, I want to say 2 Corinthians 11. It says, 2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he that cometh preaches another Jesus, whom we have not, or if he receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might as well bear with them. See? So it's corrupt, man. The simple gonna believe it. You know? They're gonna believe it, man. So that goes back to Serapis Christians, man. The Soter, man. Then in the 1400s, they came back in the Renaissance period with Pope Alexander II of Rome. So this particular guy is an imposter, man. You know, broken every rule in the Bible, man. Broken every rule in the Bible, man. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. And that's what he do. That's what he did then. Soter was lifting himself up, man. He wanted to be exalted as the Most High back then. In 600 AD, 700 AD, man. He wanted his son to be exalted as the anointed. But it says, who exalted him, who opposed and exalted himself all above that is called God, and that is worship, so that he is God and sitteth in the temple of God. He's trying to sit in that seat of the Most High, man. That's why you have Esau always creating with these different creations, man. He's the one as far as trying to create artificial intelligence, man. You know, he's trying to create a whole nother person. He's trying to duplicate what the Lord did, man. That's wicked. And that's what Satan does, man. He uses the so-called white man to carry that out, man. It says he sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. That's what Ptolemy the first, man. He built a temple. He confessed himself to be the Most High and his son to be God, man. As a matter of fact, when they did that all started when the time of the Maccabees, man. When you go in the first chapter, when Alexander ruled and he died, and they split the kingdoms up, man. You know, I'll read that. This is Maccabees. First Maccabees 1. It says, the 7th verse. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule every one in his place. His servants being the 4 generals. Because Alexander had 4 generals up under him. And when he died, they took over. Lysimachus, Cassandra, Ptolemy, and Seleucus, man. Those were the 4 generals. And then when you go into the history, those generals basically they were white men, but they wanted everything for themselves. Just like the white man wants now. He wants everything for himself, man. To the point where he'll go against another white man. Look at what you have now. You have Edomites, white men are fighting white men. America against Russia. Those are two white men, 2 white nations. They did it back then in the time of Alexander, man. Them generals basically fought, and then in the end they killed off Lysimachus and Cassandra, and what was left was the Ptolemy dynasty in Egypt and the Seleucus dynasty that was in Asia. And when you read in the Apocrypha, those wars went on between those 2 empires, you know. And it says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them many years, and evils multiplied in the earth. So, hey, when they took over, evils multiplied in the earth, man. So wherever you have Esau at, man, you're gonna have wickedness, man. You're gonna have corruption. So Esau runs America. They're in that seat. They're in that seat making counsel, right? And it's corrupt, man. They're in that seat making corrupt counsel on how to get rid of you Israelites, man. You know? Now get that. That's a heavy scripture, man. Evils was multiplied in the earth when y'all took over. Y'all still in charge, and guess what? America is filthy, man. America is that whore that speaks about in the Bible. You know? All you other nations have basically laid down with and committed fornication with. Evil still in the earth, man, under the so-called white. What I say I was just gonna find? Just that quick. Okay. Rocketayah shot. But man, Esau got so much. They spraying so many chemtrails in the air, man. It's hard to think around this motherfucker, man. It's hard to, your concentration is off, man. Rocketayah shot. We got him, you know, put the spirit on us when need to be. It's Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thine enemy make a tumult, an uproar, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. The ones that hate us, man. They have lifted up, they exalted themselves over us, right? Our enemies. And we do have enemies, man. You have enemies from way back in the scripture. The enemy of Jacob is Esau. He said they make an uproar against us, man. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. So they've taken this crafty counsel, hidden counsel, man. And consulted against the hidden ones. They have said, come let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be in no more remembrance, man. He did that. He did that when you read in Joel the 3rd chapter, man. They sold boys and girls for wine. Separated our nation, man, through the slave trade. Killed us off coming over here on the transatlantic slave trade. They killed off millions of people coming over here, man. They killed millions. Then you got to the shores of America, they divided the families, man. They would take the father and send him to Texas, and send the mother to Alabama, and send the kids down into Florida. That's what they did, man. So our people have grown up to be adults, not knowing who their people are, man. All of the design plan, not by coincidence. Let's read this. Let's see what this says in Jeremiah 11. It says, Jeremiah 11 and 19. But I was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter, man. And that's our people, Israel. They like them lambs that's brought to the slaughter. It says, and I knew not that they had devised devices against me, because Esau has plenty of devices that are devised against you, man. Right now you have what's called welfare. That's a device that's devised against you. That's a hell of a device, man. That's devised against our people, because it picks the woman against the man. Jake he said, be fruitful, multiply. It's in our spirit to have children, but that whole welfare thing is Planned Parenthood, man. Then you have that thing called abortions, man. That's a device against our people, man. That they'll tell a woman, hey, if you don't want to have a baby, you can come and we'll take it. That's murder, man. Because they'll tell you that it has to be a certain age or along a certain age that they can take it. They committing murder, man. That's a device against our people, Say, let us destroy the tree with the fruit. The tree is Israel. The fruit are the people, man. The whole nation is the tree. The fruit of that tree are the different tribes. The Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. We make up that nation of Israel. We are the Israelites in the Bible, man. That Esau is trying to destroy. The whole tree. He said, let the name of Israel be no more remembrance, man. But he really don't want that. Because if we was not here, then America wouldn't be here. Because our people built this place, man. They have enjoyed the fruits of our labors, man. But that's one of them curses in Deuteronomy, man. We will plant a field, we will plant vineyards and not drink the wine, man. Plant these different fields and we won't be able to eat thereof. Build houses and won't be able to live in them, man. These are curses in Deuteronomy, 28th chapter. And it says, let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof.